Good morning, namaste, welcome. This is the Sunrise Soul Sessions. Thought I'd come for a walk on the beach today, and I really wanted to do that because it's one of those really beautiful, misty mornings. I know the ocean's going to be very loud, but that's okay. It's okay. We can work it out. But it's got that misty, beautiful, misty morning. So I have no idea what we're going to talk about. We just press live and then see what comes. And so I'm just going to walk a little bit and let the energy arise. And I hope we can get into this very misty, dark place over here. Still see. I don't know. I know we can. I think the internet will work as we go over there. And let's see what wants to be shared today. Show this misty view. Look at this. Epic. See how the focus changed and how it looks so different. I saw something yesterday which is really interesting. It's like how changing your perspective it's so powerful. So events and things don't have to change, but if you change your perspective of those events, effectively your experience of them changes. So it's like this funny photograph has just popped into my mind now. It popped up. Since I've been back on social media, you get all this random stuff, but there's nothing really random. Everything is a perfect design. And it was showing like these few pictures of these like really beautiful women, and then it was showing pictures that they'd taken from different perspectives of themselves, where they were like really, they were showing like really beautiful pictures of themselves, looking the best in makeup and stuff, and then they took a different picture where they folded their chin down and something, and then it just looked completely different, even though it's the same thing. And really life is so much like that, and it came to me when I shifted this around and was looking at this really misty, dark thing, and then the focus of the camera, the autofocus changed, and then looking at the same thing becomes completely different. And this reality really does work like that. It's all about perspective. This whole reality that we see through our five senses is literally just a projection. It's a holographic projection. And our senses in the five sense reality is just decoding this holographic projection into experiences, including this body, including this mist, including the sea, including everything that we see and everything that we experience. And you'll know if you've been on the path a while, which I'm sure if you're watching this, it's very likely that you are, that circumstances in our life that have one meaning in one season of our life can have an entirely different meaning in another season of our life. It's amazing how perspective, and particularly the tool, let's say I'm going to call it the tool of time, can change our whole experience. A negative experience was the most powerful experience. The ways in which we saw something at one time in our life, now we see it in the opposite way. Something that was a great burden turned out to be a great gift. Something that was a huge challenge turned out to strengthen us and open doors that we never imagined. And so perspective is amazing, and especially through the tool of time, we are blessed by the ability to change our perspective. And so if you haven't seen the video from yesterday, public psychotherapy was the first line of it. we were talking about some things about making assumptions about what we see, what we experience, what we felt, what we know to be true, and that there's infinite potentials of every perspective. Every circumstance has infinite potentials as to how that can be decoded, let's say, in this human realm, and how it can be experienced. And the meaning that we give to any experience that we have is subjective. It's changeable. It can be, again, we can flip the meaning of something from tragedy to treasure, from trauma to treasure, from breakdown to breakthrough. And because we use this tool of time, it can be at times, sometimes like frustrating. Why does it have to take time? And the truth is, it doesn't have to take time. When we change perspective over time, it's not the time that's done it. We've just decided to change our perspective because through time we began to see it differently. But we can do this instantaneously because time is just a tool that we're using. Time is just a way in which we can experience this infinite all in a sequential pattern. So if we're going through something now, and it is something that maybe is challenging us, we can choose to change our perspective of it instantaneously. We don't have to wait 10 years. We don't have to wait until we calm down. We don't have to wait until it becomes clear. We can choose, as the video we shared a few weeks ago, we can choose in every moment, in every breath. Every breath is a death. We can choose to give a different meaning to everything in the moment. So let's say something's happened, really challenging you, and we have the habit, the pattern of giving that a certain meaning because it's habitual, because it's what's happened before. This happens, okay, this means this. And if that is empowering, if that is serving, if it works for your life in a certain way, that's fine. But let's say it's a habitual habit or pattern or something that pops up, and you give it a certain meaning, which disempowers you, which makes you into a victim, which makes you, uh, which brings more challenge or that's 747 brings more challenge into your life. We can choose instantaneously, and what's important is you have to be like a renegade, a rebel. You have to be you have to be okay being weird. You have to be okay being the strange one. You have to be okay defying the laws. You have to be okay saying, I'm going to give this a meaning that no one else would choose. Like everyone else would say this is an absolute tragedy. I'm going to say that this is a treasure right now. Everyone else is, will say that war, let's just use it contemporary, something that's happening now. Everyone else will say war is the worst thing in the world. It's the most horrible thing in the world. I hate war. I don't want war. I want peace. We can choose to give meaning to war, that there is a higher purpose, and that I can choose to be at peace while war is appearing. Rather than fighting war, trying to change war, war can appear, but I stay in peace. What mostly happens is war appears and we fight it, we resist it, we try to change it, we come up with righteous ideas of what's wrong and take sides, all of these things. But we can choose to give a totally different meaning to that rather than fighting it, saying it's wrong, which everyone will agree. We can choose to say that war can be here and I'm at peace. You know, lack can be appearing. There can be an appearance of lack, and I am an abundance of awareness. I am an abundance. I am abundance in the midst of lack. And this is where this is where mastery comes in. And mastery is not for the few. Mastery is for everyone if we so choose. Each of us were born with a divine, unique blueprint that has a mastery pattern within it. Each of us are here with the potential of literally anything. we have the potential of literally anything within us, but there are certain themes that we're playing out in certain lifetimes where there's tendencies that will be conducive to certain fields. Again, it's not about while everything's possible, not everything is relevant. So if you're 5 foot, you're not going to play basketball, although you could. You know, we're looking at it in a broader term that everything is possible, but your life will show you what is the relevant themes and um, what is alive within the theme of your life. And again, it's not limited to those things, but they're just the things that your soul wishes to experience. So the things that have happened repeatedly, the place that you live, the people that you're with, the things that you're interested in, the things that you have discovered, the things that you still feel that you want to discover or you haven't, they're the certain themes that you're flowing through in this lifetime and that your soul wishes to discover. And they are completely unlimited, but there's a theme at 11:11. There's a theme that you're exploring, and it has the potential of mastery in every single being. Every single being has the potential of mastery in their field and their theme of soul exploration this life. So everyone has the potential of being a master. And so the theme of mastery is sometimes it's put like it's only for the select few or at 11:44. My God, we're getting numbers all over the place there. If you're joining live, could you please let me know? I don't know how the sound is going to be here with the crashing waves. Just please put in the comments if the sound is okay, because this mic has been having such fun today, and we're not sharing any rascal stuff today, so it should be okay. But sometimes, just let us know that the sound is okay and that the at 12:12. um, so there's a mastery path and potential within every single being. There's a certain way that life has prepared you. There's certain themes that you are here with the potential of mastery, and but also there's no requirement. There's no, you know, there's no thing that says no that you can't miss. You can't. Thank you, Katrina. Loving the crashing waves. Oh, it's amazing. Will we get close? Let's get close. Let's get close to it. Hey, Brady, welcome. Good morning, Katrina. So let's see if we get close to the crashing waves for you, Katrina, and for anyone else watching this. Let's see if we can get as close as we can without drowning the phone. Imagine the ocean or water acted like humans. Water looks soft. Katrina and the waves. Epic. Like water is soft. It's like you spray some water on your face, or you do like a water gun fight when you're a kid. It doesn't hurt. But look what the mastery of water can do. Water literally carves this rock again over the period of time. Like it shapes this rock. It literally shapes rock over time. And that's the potential of mastery of water. If water acted like a human, you know, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, I need to wait for the right time, there's there's going to be a right moment, I'm not there yet, I'm not wet enough, my wave's not big enough, my wave's too small, my wave's too big. All of the crazy humanness. Like it's the mastery of water is just being itself. Water finds its own level. It always finds its own place. And so the soft water carves rock over time because it just lives its natural tendency. It lives its nature. Unlike humans who deny their mastery potential and somehow limit the limitless. We are the masters of limitation. Why? Why do we do that? And the answer is that we choose to do that. Not that we don't have it within us, not that we can't do it, it's that we choose to limit ourselves. It's like if the water chose to limit itself, it would stop waving. It wouldn't drop. It wouldn't continue. No, it would give up before it carved the rock. It would, it would say, "Oh, today I can't find my level, so I'm just going to stay imbalanced." And water. We are water. Like these bodies are like majority water, and water always finds its own level. Or water, seemingly soft, can like transform the whole planet over time. Water is like intrinsic, and each of us are the same. This is what we are. It's our nature, and we can begin to like the water is so key. I was speaking with a dear beautiful sister the other day, and she's talking about blessing the waters, and really, you think about that when we bless the waters, we're literally blessing ourselves, blessing our bodies, blessing the planet. Like 2/3 of the planet is water. And the majority of the body is water. It's one thing I wanted to share too, like in a physical sense. You get lots of health advice and lots of things, um, and I've gone through many of them, different diets and all sorts of things. But the one thing that I've found over the years, especially since I've been on this path where the body is lightening up, the number one health hack that there is to stay hydrated. And funnily enough, recently I've experienced it, and I've seen information about this. Just drinking the water that we have, you know, our water a lot of time, it has been got toxins put in there. It's got like it goes through unnatural cycles to get to us. But staying hydrated, so like this third state of water, or is it fourth state of water? What is it they call? I can't remember. But see, so getting hydrated is not just about just plain water. Being hydrated, and I've noticed the difference. It's amazing. So it'd be things like having like lemon in water, like that is unbelievable the effect that has on me. And with one lemon, squeeze into it afterwards, I feel so good. Not like just like medium. I just feel so good. But it's like eating, where nature has. Is it the fourth? Yeah, it's the fourth state of water they call it. Correct me in the comments if I'm not getting that right. Feels like a little bit. Um, Eating watery fruits, water-rich fruits like oranges and melons and these things, getting hydrated in those ways, that's real hydration, because sometimes the water that we're drinking is dead in effect because of man-made, even filtration. Some filtration systems actually remove some of the living aspects of water that we need, and of course we do need to filter the water because of all the man-made toxins and stuff like that. But bringing water back to life is citrus fruits brings the water back to life. So lemon juice, lime juice, orange, those sorts of things squeezed brings the water back to life. But also eating water-rich fruits. Like I went through a period of being fruitarian a couple of times in the last 2 years, or last year, where my body was just only asking for fruit. So I only ate fruit, and I felt so amazing, like absolutely, unbelievably amazing. And this body loves cooked food and all of that stuff, so it goes back and forth between that. But it's just to say, like again, water, because of man's influence, we can take this magical water, this thing that can carve here, that is life, that brings life, and we can deaden it. So again, this is akin to the human that has the mastery path within them, has the potential of everything, of all of everything within it, and somehow deadens it, toxifies it, toxic food, toxic thoughts, toxic environment, toxic um, experiences, and we take this living water and we, in effect, kill it. We can never kill it, but our experience of it is deadened or lessened. And the vast majority of humans, we live like the vast majority of this one's life. Um, we live a deadened life. We're living. We're just life's just happening to us. Life is just appearing. We're just reacting to life, sometimes responding to life, but we don't. It's not vital. It's not full. It's not expressive. Life is just, oh, I just do this because I've just fallen into it, or I do this because I have to, or there's a mastery blueprint within you. You watching these words, watching this video, listening to these words. There's a mastery path within you. There's a leader within you. Again, it doesn't matter how that looks. You can be a leader in a family. You can be a leader in a group of two. You can be a master in solitude. But there is a mastery path. There's a blueprint. There's a pattern. There's something that you are uniquely masterful in, and it doesn't care if you bring it out or not, like we shared in the video last week or a couple of weeks ago. It does. There's no requirement to do it. And if you really knew that there's a master, a leader, a gift, a beautiful expression that's within you, why wouldn't you bring it out? Why wouldn't you give that? It's like you got this gold inside. It's like the story of there's a homeless man on the side of the street, and he's sitting on a box, and a wealthy man comes along and sees the poor man sitting on the street. And the poor man, asks for some money. Can you give me some money for food? And the wealthy man says, no, I won't give you some money for food, but I'll give you some money. I'll give you some money for what's in the box. And the guy thinks, it's, oh my god, it's my lucky day. It's just a box. I come here every day and I sit in this box. And the wealthy man says, okay, I'll give you some money and give me the box. So the wealthy man gives the poor man sitting in the box the money, and the poor man runs off, happy that he's got a few pennies to eat that day. And then the wealthy man lifts the box and it's full of gold. The box is full of gold, and the guy was sitting on top of it every day begging for money or looking for something, because he didn't look within, because he didn't see the treasure that is within him, because he didn't recognize the mastery, he or she didn't recognize the mastery, the potential, the gift that's within every single being. And I remember Ananda, our beautiful guys, they talk about, funny enough, in that story, they said some of the greatest masters on planet Earth are on the streets. Literally, some of the greatest masters are on the streets. And that can be part of some of them, their mastery path. You meet someone on the street and they're just so full of wisdom, or they're in really challenging circumstances and they're so happy. That maybe is their mastery path. But I would say more often than not, there's people, they're living, again, so there's a potential within everyone. There's a mastery within everyone. There's a leader within everyone. There's a unique gift. There's that gold within everyone. And it will be there always, but only we can, like this guy, stand up, take a look at what's within us, take a look at what we've been sitting on, take a look at what we've been keeping within us, and saving it for a rainy day, saving it for when I'm old enough, or when this circumstance changes, or when I'm more confident, or when the solar flash hits. I'm going to be, whenever I've ascended to the fifth dimension, I'm going to be this or that. Whenever I've earned enough money, whenever I get that right relationship, then it'll be okay. Or whenever finally the government gives me what I need, or whenever the weather changes, or whenever blah blah blah. We put everything out in the future, the masters of limitation, and we don't look at the gold that's always within us. It's always here. It's always now. And so the invitation today is to see, where is your gold. It is in you. It's there. It's always there. It's always been there, and it can't be taken away, and it cannot be limited, and it cannot. There, it is always there in its fullness, and every moment of your life has pointed towards it. Every trauma, everything that you've forgotten, everything that you've remembered, every challenging circumstance you've been through, every achievement, everything that you've overcome has been continuously pointing you back to that box of gold that you're sitting on, pretending it's just a box. It really is in every single being. And it doesn't look the same, It's important because of the world of social media and stuff, and the way things and content creation and influencers and blah blah blah. It's even more challenging now, maybe, to see the gift of our gold, because we have this disease of comparison, the disease of comparing yourself to others, or they do this sort of thing, that's their gold, but I could never do that. Or I compare and think I need, it needs to look a certain way. It doesn't. Again, you can be a leader of one. You can be an influencer in one relationship. The gold is there, and every part of your life has been giving you clues continuously. Every single thing that has ever happened, everyone you've ever met, every traumatic event you've ever went through has been pointing you back to that gold that's within you. And the way in which that expresses, the way in which that is to be a gift in the world, is completely 100% unique. So if you compare it to another, we're already off the mark. Sin means missing the mark. So we're sinning when we compare and say, "Oh, I don't know what it is because, look, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one. I like what they're doing. I like a bit of that. This is the light shadow. This is the other thing. The light shadow is an amazing gift. So if you look at anyone that you admire, anyone that you have I wish I could be like that, or I wish that my life was like theirs, or I really appreciate this. These people, there's things that they do, or ways in which they do it, or things that they're where they are in the world, or whatever it is, and you appreciate it, you love it. That's a sign, but that's not a sign pointing to them. That's a sign pointing to you. A sign pointing to the box that you're sitting on. 747 again, 2747. My God, we've got so many numbers today. So all of the light shadows. So it's like so obvious. It's too close. It's like the eyes can't see themselves. It's so obvious. Sometimes we need someone else to point us towards the box of gold that we're sitting on. And like that, instead of the wealthy man who bought bought the box because he could see the value in the box, we need someone to say, maybe give us a wee clip along the ear, like you get in Ireland, and say, "What are you doing? Look at look look at what you're sitting on. Look at what you've always been sitting on." So all the light shadows, all the things you appreciate, all the people the heroes, the heroines, the sheroes, the people that you admire, the people that you love. Look at all of those traits. Look at all of those things, and why, what do I love about this one? What is it that inspires me about this one, or this book, or this story? Yeah, stories are great as well. Like movies and stories, there's a pattern, there's a theme that it inspires you. But it's inspiring you to look at the box that you're sitting on. It's not inspiring you to say, "Oh wow, they're great." It is good. It's yes, wow, they're great. That's amazing. And the more you appreciate, the more it appreciates within you. The box will grow. But it's not pointing you towards that person, that being. It's not pointing you towards them being great. It's pointing you to you being them, reflecting the greatness that's within you. The box of gold that you're sitting on is ignited, is reflected through that one that you admire, that one that you appreciate, that one that you think's got it all worked out, or whatever it happens to be. So those are the light shadows, and then the dark shadows are the poor me, is the victim, is the I could never do this, I'm not good enough. It's the opposite end of that. It's like, you know, all holy fuck. was just a mini avalanche. I know, I'm going to move. I know. There was literally, oh my god. I swear to God. I did a live video one time and thunder went off. So whatever I just said before that, there was literally, these rocks just fell from there on their own. And if I had been sitting there, that would have been fun. Yeah. This guy was trying to get me out of the way. I'm going to show you the size of this rock. Better make sure there's nothing else coming. We had a mini avalanche, and I think it was this rock just fell. Yes, it was. I'm make sure nothing else coming. Wait till you see the size of this. That was. Come back. Whatever I just said there, whatever was just said, literally moved rocks. Not really. That's the first time I've ever seen, because they always talk about, because this, like sandstone, like we talked about at the start of the video, uh, you know, the water, the gold of the water, the power of the water over time. With water, it'd be really cool if we caught some mini avalanche. The guy was walking his dog here. He was like, get out of there, get out of there. Yeah, so water, living its true genius over time, carves this rock. And so just there now, some of that fell. Imagine I had decided to sit there, that would have been fun. Maybe if I had made my exit in that way. Talking about unique genius and then a rock just falls right on your head, that would be a cool way to go. So let's go walk along this. So, no idea what I said before that mini avalanche. And I was thinking about keeping this body for a wee while, so maybe I will just shift away. There's one looking very precarious, just there. Where are you? um, sorry, I haven't been going to the comments now because I used to being able to the comments go, flow with the comments, but I was having so much fun with yesterday. I can't stay on. So what I'm going to do is flow with whatever happens and avoid the rocks, and then go to the comments after for the crack. So there is a unique gold box venue that you're sitting on all of your life, whether you open it or not, and you can wait for the wealthy, wise woman or wise man to come and buy it off you and take what was always within you and go and appreciate its value. Or you can look at the compassionate one, which is all the light shadows and all the things in life, because life wants an outlet. It's like water will always find a way, it always finds its level. You know, when you get a leak, water will find a way through. The energy of that life wants to express, and if it doesn't get an outlet through you, it'll just find another outlet. It's not a judgment, it's not like punishment. It just wants to flow, it wants to live, it wants to come through. It'll just find a way. So how do you find that gold within you? Every single moment, every single conversation, everything that has ever happened in your life has been pointing you back towards that gold that's within you. So we talk about the light shadows, the movies you love, the heroes, the heroines, the stories that really touch you emotionally, the things, you know, that really, let's do, like give an example for me yesterday, or Steph, I don't know if I say Steph, the tire is crumbling, like that song that really touched me yesterday, or the day before I think it was. That's like a light shadow for me, like someone singing and like putting music and words and like emotion together in a way that really, that's like something for me. It's just like so inspiring, so beautiful, so amazing. And then I talked about the guy who's probably up here playing playing violin for no one but himself. That's like really inspiring. That for me is like, whoa, that's something. Oh, I'd love to do that. I'd love to be that. But that's a template. That's a light shadow. It's like something, you know, someone's just expressing themselves just because they're expressing themselves. They're not doing it for any to try and get something or trying to achieve something. That's an inspiring thing for me. So everything in your life, the light, shadows. Oh wow! Look, we got a wee. I think it's a wee hermit crab. Look at this guy. Let's see if we can get you. I don't know if you can see that. It's not a hermit crab, but it is a crab. Oh shit! I turned this upside down. Is he able? We're getting lots of things to say. Let's see if I can get him. Don't want to annoy you too much. Come around. Oh, I can't do it. This gimbal thing keeps wanting to be bring it here. Anyway, little crab. So what does a crab represent? Put in the comments what is a crab. What does a crab represent? I have no idea. Um, so if you feel like you don't know what that gold is, that late, we're just using gold as an archetype. The gift, gold, the unique gift, the unique thing that you're going to give to the world, that you are here to give to the world, and it doesn't matter if you don't. The all of life, every second of all of this life has given you the signs, has given you the symbols, it's been pointing you back towards it. So the light shadows are all the things you admire, all the things you love, all the things that inspire you, all the things that open your heart. And in light shadow, they appear in other people, in other things, in books, in stories, in teachers, in artists, whatever it happens to be. And then the dark shadow. Both of them are pointing towards the same thing, but it's like why you have the archetypes of angels and demons. If the light shadow doesn't work, okay, we'll send in the dark shadow. So that's all the traumas, that's all the challenges, that's all the permies, it's all the victimhood, it's all the perceived limitations. Oh my god, this rock looks really cool. Amazing how you come to the beach and every day it looks different even though it's pretty much the same. It's like, look at this. I've been here before. Look at this, the design of this rock. Divine design. Look at that. Oh. And look at here, it looks like veins and blood coming down here. Look at this. It's alive. It is alive. And here's another one. Look at this red sort of skull. So you've got the dark shadows, all the challenges, all the traumas, all the little me's, all the things that I'm not good enough or I can't do it or I'm afraid. All the ways. If you're watching live, hard shell, soft center. Amazing. Steph, that is amazing. Oh my god, I love that. I couldn't get it on the camera because this thing is doing hard shell, soft center. That is so perfect for this. Wow, that's really amazing. Oh, I feel like I want to cry hearing that. So that message is for me or someone else. Thank you for that, Steph. That is so beautiful. So there is a unique gift, a unique gold, a unique mastery. And I really say mastery. There is a mastery within you. There's a mastery within everyone. Everyone, everywhere, every when, every how, every now. There's a master within you, there's gold within you, there's a gift within you that is completely and absolutely unique to you. And it's just waiting for you to step up off the box and look at it. Sometimes it's waiting for the compassionate teacher, guide, master from the outside and say, look at the box you were sitting on. You've been sitting on this gold all of the time. Or sometimes it's waiting for the one that's going to kick you off the box and steal it. Because again, life. But even if that happens, even like the story of the wealthy man and the poor man, he bought the box because he could see the value, and the poor man couldn't see the value. Even if that were to happen, even if you think you've lost your gift, even if you think in some way that you missed your chance, it's still not true. Because that gold is within that box, is unique to everyone. It doesn't matter if someone quote steals it. You're still it. It can't be taken from you, and it can't be repeated, and it can't be replicated, and it can't be improved upon. So again, this is that idea of lack and of humans, is that somehow we can lose something, somehow it can be stolen from us or taken from us. It can't. And even if physically something is taken from us, who you are can't be taken. Can't be limited, can't be less. It is so completely unique. So the gift of something being stolen from us would be to recognize that we can't lose anything. Who we are can't be taken. So everything in the life, light shadow, dark shadow, has been pointing us toward that goal that we're sitting on, that leader within, that gift within, that way that we were literally designed completely uniquely, and is in the same way that the cell of a heart cell is completely uniquely designed to be a heart cell. And it's part of the whole, like a cell of a liver, a brain cell, a neuron. They're completely unique, and they all serve a perfect role in this unified whole. So look to the patterns of your life. This is such a powerful process. Take a pen and piece of paper, write down everything that you can remember in life, especially if it's big. All the pains, all the breakthroughs, all the frustrations, all the ways in which you think, I haven't achieved it, or I haven't got there, or I wish I was more of this, or I wish I was more of that. Write down all the people that inspire you, that you love, that you think, wow, their life is amazing, or I love how they do that, be that. Authors, uh, actors, musicians, whatever it has to be, whatever touches your soul. Write down all the breakthroughs, write down all the traumas, write down all the things that you've come through and realized, and see the pattern. And if you can't see the pattern, give it to someone else who can see the pattern. And someone else can sometimes see the pattern easier than you can. But what has life prepared you for? What has every single moment, every conversation, everything that has happened in every second of this life been pointing you towards? What has it been telling you? Everything is a message, and it's always pointing you back to the gold then. Yeah, spider this time. So spider symbolism. Anyone? So we've had a mini a mini avalanche rockfall. We've had a hard on the outside, soft on the inside crab. Amazing. And now a spider. So what has it been? What has life been pointing you toward? What has it been telling you all along? And even if you feel like you're living in your passion to some degree, there's always more. And even if you think you're living the complete opposite of your passion and your gift, Deirdre says spider is the symbol for creativity. Oh, for the mother and creativity. Wow, amazing, amazing. Um, so, what has life been pointing you towards? What has it been telling you all of this time? And how can you choose to get up off the box, see the gold within you, and start to that being that you revere or appreciate, start to see that what you see in them is what is seeing you. What you admire in another is admiring you. Whew. what you wish was happening in your life is wishing you would see that you are life. What you've come through in life, you're here to guide others through. What you've discovered in life is a gift to so many others that can't see that. What you do every day is already a gift. It's just that that gift keeps on giving, and we limit it in a way. We say, "Oh, this is not. I want more," or it's okay for them because their set of circumstances are this way or that. It's so perfect. You are so perfect at 45, 5, 5, 5. 45, 55. I'm dicing with death. If I'm gonna go, I want to go on a rock fall with a rock on my head. Sharing life, just sharing what is alive. So what is that for you? Even if you think you don't know it, you do. Even if you think you can't do it, you can. Especially if you've imagined it must be a certain way or you're comparing. Get rid of the disease of comparison. It's impossible to compare yourself because you're incomparable. You're 100% wholly and completely unique. Your life is unique. You are unique. You're already giving your gift and being your gift. It's just that that gift doesn't stop with what you're doing, giving, being now. It never ends. It's so unlimited. It is unlimited. There's no limit to it. There's no limit to you. There's no limit to the gift. The box analogy falls down now, and the gold analogy falls away because we can't materialize it. The gift that we are is unlimited. And even everything that's shared here, even you don't do any of this, and even you're already a whole, complete, 100% beautiful gift. You're already that. It's already so. It's already complete. Doesn't matter if you never do anything, share anything. Doesn't matter if you go to sleep and never wake up. So it doesn't matter if you stay in bed all day, never talk to another person in life. You're already whole, perfect, complete. It's already so. It's already this. It's already 47, 47. Holy moly, the numbers is flying today. Do you think we could cause another avalanche? So the paradox is it's already whole, it's already complete. There's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you have to do. You don't need to get anywhere. You don't need to do more. There's not something that you're not. You're already that, and you are unlimited. And you've got the goddess, the god within you. You are this god. You are the energy that's waving these waves. You're the energy that dropped these rocks. Already, you're already all of that. You're the unlimited potential. Like imagine the water. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it today. I'm not going to wave. I'm going to give up. I can't mold this rock. I can't shape. No, water just is its nature, and we are invited to just be our nature. And our nature is ever expansive. And there's cycles, there's seasons, there's coming, going, rising, falling. But we are masters of limiting ourselves. We're masters of expressing. Again, it's the paradox. We're expressing apparently less than what we are, but we're already whole. We're already full. We're already complete. There's not. We can't feel. Sin missing the mark is only missing the vision, missing the idea that we are already whole, we're already complete, we're already full, we can't fail, we can't not be who we are who we are, and what we are is unlimited. So the only thing we can do is limit our experience of the limitlessness that we are. We are completely limitless, and we give ourselves a limited experience of our limitlessness. And it's okay if we continue to do that. And there's no limit to how we can express that. There's no limit to how we can expand that. There's no limit to the ways in which that can grow and evolve and expand. But there is a seed that is within you. And that seed, like the seed of a tree, the seed of a plant, has a unique blueprint, and its nature is to sprout, its nature is to grow, its nature is to evolve. And life has prepared you, and that seed is always ready to sprout, and always ready to grow, and always ready to produce more of itself. The Garden of Eden was a garden, and it was unlimited abundance, because when you plant a seed, or when you look at here's something yesterday or the day before, when you look, you can count the seeds in a fruit, but you can't count the fruits in the seed. You plant a seed, the seed multiplies. The seed multiplies through its own kind. So you can count the seeds in a fruit, but you can't count the fruits in the seed because it's unlimited. Because you plant the seed and it grows, and then that what grows drops seeds and it grows again. And it drops seeds and it grows again. It's unlimited, so you can't count it. So you are literally unlimited. Nature is showing us this. And we're all like that because we are part of nature. We are nature. And the seed is planted within us. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional now. The seed planted in each of us, and you can't count. You can't count the gifts that will bring. You can't count the gift that you are. You can't stop the gift that you are. You can't hold it back. That seed is within every one of you. All of us. It's the seed of God. It's the seed of greatness. It's the seed of gold. It's the seed of love. And it can't be stopped. It can't be hurt, and it can't be harmed. And it can't be taken away. It can only be more of itself. It can only go forth and multiply. You cannot fail. You cannot lose. You cannot lose. I want to get this tear. I need to. I want to drink this tear that appeared. Oh my God. Okay, so I think the battery's going to die. Please put in the comments what we should call this session. Like yesterday, thank you so much, Katrina, for the amazing caption for this session. So we just pressed live, no idea what's going to come, and it is a long time since I cried. Delicious seed of tear. It's a long time since I've cried on live. I don't know. That seed's nature is to go forth and multiply, go forth and expand, go forth and grow. And all we are here to be is the conditions, create the conditions through which that seed can grow, through which its natural nature just becomes itself, more of itself. And even if the seeds fall on rocky ground, it's fine. Look. And even if you forget your seed, it's fine. It's always there in potential. And if you can't find it yourself, find someone who can find it in you. If you can't see it in yourself, look to someone who can see you. Another 47. Okay, Please put in the comments on the platforms you're on what we should call this one, because I'm giving it over to you. And I will leave with the seed that has been planted in this one. I am on a lifelong mission to ignite, unite, and highlight 144,000 heart leaders living and giving their unique genius in the world, and to impact and inspire the next 7 generations on Earth, leaving a legacy of love. Until next time, from my heart to yours, the divine in me sees, loves, and honors the divine in you. Namaste. We are